Hi friends, we are going to continue with the paper which we left. Correct. So now these kind of questions are quite interesting, especially which are based on the Venn diagram but also involve the probability in that. Right. So first question is two events A and B are such that number of elements in A are 62, number of elements in B are 30, A union B is total 68, and overall elements are 80. In such cases, the biggest trick is always mention things like A, B, and C. Correct. The reason here writing A, B, and C, A plus C indicates total element of A. So A plus C is total nothing but total elements of A, which are 62. Right. B plus C, they indicate total elements in the set B, which are 30. Correct. Now if you add them up, they make it 92. And here if you add it, it becomes A plus B plus 2C. Right. So if you look at the equation, it is like A plus B plus 2C is equal to 92, and A plus B plus C, which is nothing but A union B, is 68. Correct, because elements are not repeated here. You subtract both, so A, B cancels out, only C remains, and here you get C is at 24. So my C element here in the center is 24. If my total B is 30, correct, my B is going to be 6, and if my total A is 62, then 62 minus 24 38. Correct. So this is what my bifurcation looks like. Now I know A union B means total A plus B plus C is going to be 68. Total elements are 80. So elements outside are 80 minus 68, which is 12. So elements outside A union B union C is 12. Correct. So I'm done with this, and this gives me full marks. You can write 12 here because there's a separate box given for this 12. Correct. Now let's do the next one. Element is chosen at random from E using the Venn diagram and the probability that this element is in A intersection B. Correct. So A intersection B is C, that is 24 here. So 24 divided by 80, which is going to be 6 upon 20, which is equal to 3 upon 10. So 3 upon 10 is the answer. Correct. A intersection B dash. Correct. So you have to exclude the full B here. Correct. If that is the case here, it's going to be 38 plus 12. 38 plus 12 is 50 over 80. It is going to be 5 over 8. First time we are seeing the function questions. Functions are quite easy, but some people find it complicated. So let's see how we are going to solve this easily. Functions are given: f of x equal to x plus 15, f of g of x is x minus 10, f of g of 3. In such cases, you always move from right to left. First, you will have to solve g of x. If f of g of 3 is given, first focus on this part, g of 3. What is g of 3? G of 3 can be written as 3 minus 10, which is minus 7. Correct. Now, minus 7 should be put into f of x value. Now, f of minus 7 is going to be minus 7 square plus 6, which is 49 plus 6, which is 55 is the answer. Correct. Let's go to the next one. Solve the equation f of g of x is equal to f of x. Fair enough. What is g of x? G of x is x minus 10. Hence, my f of g of x is going to be this is going to be my new x. So it will be x minus 10 the whole square plus 6, which is equal to x square minus 20x plus 100 plus 6, which is equal to x square minus 20x plus 106. And this I'm going to equate with f of x. What is f of x? X square plus 6. Correct. So now x square are positive. I will cut it off. Right. And now I get minus 20x on the left hand side. It becomes plus 20x. And this gets subtracted from this. Just take this here. So my 20x is equal to 100, hence my x is equal to 5. So my value of x is equal to 5, I get easy 3 marks here. Right? Let's go to the next one. What they are saying is, the function h is defined as h of x equal to 2x minus 4 upon x. State the value of x that cannot be included in the domain of h. Of course, we have to solve for it. Now, if x is 0, the entire function becomes infinity. Hence, your value of x should be greater than 0. That is quite common sense. So, x greater than 0. Correct? Express the inverse function of h inverse in the form of h inverse of x. It's a 3-mark question. Might involve a little bit of calculation. So whenever you see h of x is nothing but y, correct? Y equals 2x minus 4 upon x. What to do in inverse functions? You replace x and y completely. You just replace them. So my new function becomes x equals 2y minus 4 upon y. Now I have to solve for y. So let's see how we do it. So I get xy equals 2y plus 4. Correct? Hence, my xy minus 4 is equal to 2y, right? And now this and this coexists together. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do xy minus 2y equals to 4. I will put my y out, which is going to be x minus 2 is equal to 4. Hence my new y is going to be 4 upon x minus 2. Hence my h inverse of x is going to be 4 upon x minus 2. Correct? Just rearrange them and solve for y. So my new function, inverse function, is going to be this. Fair enough? We have to solve a new question. It is of 5 marks. So even though it's of 5 marks, don't worry, because it is only calculation intensive. It does not need that much of thinking. Correct? So let's do this question. So I'm going to rewrite it as 5 upon x plus 2 plus 3 upon x into x plus 2 is equal to 2. Correct? Now this already has x minus 2. Correct? But this doesn't have x. So I have to multiply 5 by x. So my new thing becomes 5x plus 3 upon x into x plus 2 equals 2. Right? This is how it's going to be. Let's cross multiply and start solving. 5x plus 3 equals 2x into x plus 2. Hence 5x plus 3 equals 2x square plus 4x. Correct? Hence 2x square plus 4x minus 5x minus 3 is going to be 0. Hence 2x square minus x minus 3 is going to be 0. Correct? So 3 to the, we have to multiply this and this to get a product, which is minus 6, which are two products which has minus 6 as the multiplication and this as the addition. These two number, I think 3 to the 6. Negative sign is the center, so the bigger number gets the sign and smaller number gets the opposite sign. Right? So I write it as 2x square minus 3x plus 2x minus 3 equals 0. So actually x will come out in the common, which is 2x minus 3 plus 1, 2x minus 3 equals to 0. When you see that this is equal to first factor, you always add 1 here, right? Adding 1 will really help you to get rid of that. So now your new things are x plus 1 and 2x minus 3 equals 0. Hence my x plus 1 equals 0 or 2x minus 3 equals 0. Hence my x is going to be minus 1, and in this case my x is going to be 3 by 2. Correct? So my value is minus 1 and 3 upon 2. I hope you got this sum. You guys can pause this video, or in case you have any other doubts, you can simply just put a comment and the doubt, and I will try to help you out in there. Let's go to the next one. Sure, another integer sum where powers are involved. You have to give an answer in the form of 2 raised to a. Correct? Means it is obvious that they want you to convert every power into 2. For example, 8 square can be converted into 2 raised to 3 into 2. right? Because 2 to the power of 3 is 8. So now this becomes 2 raised to 6. That is my step 1. My step 2, cube of 4 raised to 6. Correct? Now 4 raised to 6 can be written as, the same stuff can be written as 4 raised to 6 raised to power of 1/3, because cube root is nothing but raised to 1 by 3. Correct? So I get answer as 4 raised to square, because 3 ones are 3, 3 2s are 6. 4 square. Now 4 in the form of 2 can be written as 2 square, like this, which becomes 2 raised to 4. Correct? Now let's multiply both. So 2 raised to 6 into 2 raised to 4, it's going to be 2 raised to 6 plus 4, because when the base is same, indices gets added. So it is going to be 2 raised to 10. Done? Quite simple. Let's go to the next one. What we are trying to say here? N raised to minus 4 by 5 is equal to 1 by 2 raised to 4. Find the value of n. No problem. So n raised to minus 4 by 5 is equal to 1 upon 8. Correct? Because, sorry, 1 upon 16 I can say, because 2 to the power of 4 is 16. Correct? Now, if you look at this, what is one way for us to cancel these things out? Multiplying by 5 by 4. If you multiply both the powers by 5 by 4, it is very much possible for you to cancel out that. So even if you don't want to do this step, it's okay. So n raised to minus 4 by 5 raised to 5 by 4 is equal to, or you can even do minus 5 by 4, is equal to 1 by 2 to the power of 4 raised to minus 5 upon 4. Correct? So what happens here is, it becomes n completely, right? Because this and this gets cancelled, this and this gets cancelled, so it becomes n. Here 4 and 4 also get cancelled, so you get 1 by 2 raised to minus 5. Now raised to minus 5 can be written as s raised to 2 raised to 5. Correct? Because when you switch the numerator and denominator, this sign changes. That is the rule of integers. Correct? So my n value is going to be 2 raised to 5, which is 32. Easy 4 marks for you. You only need to understand how you are going to arrange the indices in the sum. Okay? Cool. Okay, interesting sum in geometry. ABC are points on a circle with center O. 25 degrees is the name of the angle B. The area of the shaded segment is 200. Fair enough. So this is 200. Calculate the radius of the circle. Give your answer to the correct 3 significant figures. No problem. Now, as soon as I got this 75, I have to draw this. And I know that angle ABC is half of angle AOC. Why so? Because it's a central angle. Correct? So we know that this arc is half of this whole AC arc segment, and but central angle is going to be 150. Now I know what is the area of shaded region. Is nothing but area of sector AOC minus area of AOC triangle. So 200 is equal to area of sector AOC minus area of triangle AOC. Correct? How to find area of sector AOC? Theta upon 360 into pi r square. R is our unknown, r minus half sine 150 into r. Correct? Because what is the formula for area of a triangle? Half AB sine theta. Correct? That is the formula, half AB sine theta. Now I'm going to solve this further. So I'm going to get this is equal to 200. So I get 12 pi r square minus half r square. We have to find the value of sine 150. So you can take your scientific calculators and find the value of sine 150. Let's find out what is the value of sine 150. Sine 150 is 0.5. Correct? So sine 150 is 0.5. Okay. So what we should do is, let's solve 5 by 12 into this is 1.30 r square minus 0.25 r square equals 200. So 200 equals 1.30 minus 0.25 r square. Correct? So let's subtract minus 0.25, which is 1.05 r square 200. Hence my r square is equal to 200 upon 1.05. So 200 upon 1.05 is equal to 190.5, and hence my r equals square root of 190.5, which is 13.8. So my radius is 13.8. Got it? So this is how it works. You have to first understand the area of the whole sector and then subtract the area of the triangle to get this. Correct? It's a good 5-mark question which you can easily get it. Correct? You can pause the video and just go through this in detail once again. Let's solve another geometry question which is based a little bit on the bearing part. Let's see how many marks. It's a 4-mark question. So fine, it's fair enough. Let's go ahead. So ABC is an isosceles triangle. So obviously this and this has to be same. T is vertically above B. So T is vertically above B. So it has to be, of course, right angle triangle. So this is also right angle triangle. Fair enough. ABC, BC, BC given. M is the midpoint of AC. This is equal. Fair enough. Calculate the size of angle between MT, okay, and horizontal plane ABC. Means basically they want you to find out this angle. So when someone says horizontal plane, it is always with respect to the point which is the centrally connected. Correct? So when they are saying TM with plane ABC, it should be TM with respect to B. This is the angle which you need to find out. Correct? Let's check our fundamentals. Cool. So angle MT or plane ABC give you an answer to the nearest decimal place. So to find out this, what will I need? I will obviously need this, correct, or this. Only then it is possible for me to find out this specific angle. Right? Now I very well know the only way to get this is I will somehow have to find AC. Right? AC is not possible without cosine rule. Right? What does cosine rule say? A square is equal to B square plus C square minus 2BC cos A. I am just filling this value. I need to find AC here. Correct? Without that, of course, I am not in a condition to find anything else. So my AC square is equal to 8 square plus 8 square minus 28 into 8 cos of 140. So I get 128 minus 128 cos of 140. Correct? What is 128 minus 128 into cos of 140. What is cos of 140? Let's find out. Cos of 140 is minus 0.76. Correct? So let's convert. So 128 into it becomes minus 98, which is 128 plus 98, which is equal to 128 plus 98 equals 226. Correct? So which is AC square. Hence AC is going to be square root of 226, which will approximately be 15. Correct, because 15 square is 225, so 226 is going to be 15. You can take this number safely. So this whole thing is 15. This is 7.5. This is 7.5. Correct. Now, when an isosceles triangle like this puts into this, it divides them equally. Correct. Now I know that I have found out this, I have found out this. Till now, even if you solve this much out of 5, you are out of 4, you are easily going to get at least 2 to 3 marks. So that stress is sorted. Right? Now, the next part is how you find out the central tendency. Once you got this angle, this could be 70 and 70 because it is the central number, and that will give you BM. You can use the sine rule also for the same. Correct? So let's find out. So this angle is gonna be 8 upon sine A is equal to 7.5 upon sine 70. Hence, sine A is going to be 8 into sine 70 upon 7.5. Let's find this angle.